Hello, 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 hello. Let me know you're there. Let me know you're there. You're welcome. You're welcome to Loveclinic. Let me know you're there if you are there. I'm excited to be with you. I'm excited to connect with you right now. Let me know you are there. Praise God. I'm just excited to be here with you. Yeah, so if you're there, let me know. Say something. Type something if you're there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm excited to be here with you. How you doing today? Oh, beautiful. Awesome, 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 awesome. How you doing? How's your day been? Let me know where you are connecting from. Let me know where you're connecting from. If you're connecting from Nigeria, Canada, America, let me know where you're connecting from. Thank you, thank you. Good to have you all here. How's your day been? Yeah. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Good. Lagos. Good. Coventry, UK. Anambra, Nigeria. Wow. Winnipeg, Canada. Wow. Nigeria. Okay. When you're loud by a male Jeshino, thank you. Good to have you here. Oh, okay. Femi Bakari. Wow. Pastor Tolupopola, thank you for joining in. Kanayo for Lake. Let me know where you're joining in from. Steve Ajaka, thank you, sir. Oh, Ayo Wale Akilede, thank you, man of God. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. From Ghana. Wow, from Ghana. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me know where you're joining in from. From UAE. This is awesome. From UAE, good to have you here. Let me know from Lagos. Welcome from Lagos. Oh, come on now. Okay, I know you are from Lagos. Let me know from USA. Roslyn from USA, you're welcome. Sharon Pius. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Let me know where you're joining from Belgium. Oh, awesome. When this lockdown is over, I'm coming to Europe, mainland Europe, from Malaysia. Oh, Thomas from Malaysia. Good to have you. I'm from Cyprus. Oh my God. From Calgary. From Houston, Texas. Yeah, that's my daughter. Oh, from Ibadan, that's my home base. From Lagos, thank you. From Abuja. Oh, Tekena from Port Harcourt. Good to have you here. From UAE, thank you, everybody. I'm excited you're here. I'm excited to be connected with you today, because what I'll be sharing today is going to be very powerful. What I'll be sharing today is something you need to hear. So it's better for you to gather your friends. Oh, Bishop Jude Ujomo, thank you for coming around. Good to have you here. Today I want to talk about conflict resolution in relationships. It's going to benefit you, your spouse, your children, your friend. Pastor Tosin Tokwebabalala, thank you for coming in. So I want you to get everybody around you together, from Lagos, from Ibadan. I've seen people from Belgium, people from Malaysia, people from Calgary, people from Canada, people from USA, people from UK already signed in already. Thank you. So I want to talk today about conflict resolution in relationships. So I want you to call your spouse, call your children, call your friend, call everybody around you. Let them come right now on my Instagram live. What I'm about to share now is going to change your relationship life forever. As you're joining, let me know where you're joining in from. Let me know. I've seen people from Malaysia, from Austria, from Belgium, from Lagos, from Ibadan, my home base, from Kenya. Thank you, from Kenya. I'm excited to have you here from Kenya. Thank you for the show of love. Oh my, so many people from so many places. Thank you, everybody. So today I want to talk about conflict resolution in relationship. Ghana, good to have you here, Ghana. I love you. I'm on my way to you very, very soon too. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Good to be here. You are here again. Oh, awesome. Kenya again. Awesome, awesome, awesome. One of these days from China. Wow. God keep you and bless you from China. Pastor Lawal from Abuja. Thank you. Oh, okay. So Pastor Lawal from Abuja and everybody. So today I'm going to talk about conflict resolution in relationship from Porako from Jordan. Jordan, wow. This is awesome tonight. Ghana loves me. I love Ghana too. I love Calgary. I love you. You see, very soon when we take Loveclinic from nation to nation, my wife and I, we're looking forward to coming. Oh, Tanzania, you're welcome. We're looking forward to coming to Tanzania, to coming to Ghana, to Kenya, to Zimbabwe, to Belgium, everywhere. I've been around doing meetings on relationship. I remember there was a time I was in a place called Slovakia. Have you heard of Slovakia before? Slovakia, very close to Austria. So I did some meetings in Austria and I crossed over to Slovakia to continue the meeting. All right. So I want to talk about conflict resolution in relationships. I'm going to lay three foundations. Number one foundation, there is no relationship without conflict. Can I say that again? There is no relationship without conflict. If anybody ever said to you that, well, my own relationship, there's never been conflict, it is not possible. Let me explain it to you like this. If two people only always agree, only one of them is doing the thinking. Let me say that again. If two people always agree, only one of them is doing the thinking. If two people always agree, only one of them is doing the thinking. So, Eniola, good to have you here, my daughter. God bless you. If two people always agree, only one of them is doing the thinking. So many a times, when there is a relationship between more than one person, there is a likelihood to be conflict. There is a likelihood for us there to be what we call misunderstanding. Misunderstanding means we did not understand one another. Misunderstanding is not a bad word. It means I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand what I'm saying. Let me start by saying everybody is a product of two things. Everybody is a product of nurture and nature. Let me say that again. Everybody is a product of nurture and nature. Can I say that again? Everybody is a product of two things. Number one, nature, the way we are. What do I mean by nature? Some are phlegmatic, some are sanguine like me sometimes, some are choleric, some are some are very, very outgoing, some are not. So there are different kind of temperament. So because of that, by nature we are different. My wife and I, for example, by nature are very different. So nature, number one. Number two is nurture. Nurture, what do I mean by nurture? The way people are brought up. So the way people are brought up affects the way they react. For example, what is normal to one might not be normal to the other. There are some men that were brought up, unfortunately, with mothers that say a guy must not go to the kitchen. I don't know if you have met people like that before, that their mother said, you're a guy, you must not be seen in the kitchen. And some of us, like myself, my mom had 4 boys, I'm the third of the 4, we all learned to go to the kitchen. So everybody, so number one foundation I'm laying in conflict resolution in relationships is that it is normal for there to be conflict. It's normal for us to not always agree. It is normal because we are all products of nature and nurture. So the way we are brought up, the way we grew up, the way we were raised, we affect us interestingly. It does not matter who you are, where you are from. You will soon discover that as you grow older, you meet people that are different from you. Tigger and I, after we've been in relationship for less than 1 year, I look at her one day and I said to her, I said, why are you like this? And she said, she's been wanting to ask me the same question. Why are you like this? And the reason is because all of a sudden, the things I wasn't noticing before, I started noticing. A son of mine who is a pastor, got engaged to a lady, and after they got engaged, he said to the lady one time, I said, what is wrong with you? You are not like I thought you will be. The lady said, but you've been my pastor for so long, why didn't you complain? The man said, well, all the while I was like, well, it is you and your life, but now that your life is my life, it's a different terrain. So there will always be conflict because we are two different people with different nature and different nurture. Number two thing I want you to know is that love covers a multitude of offenses. Proverbs 10:12. Let me say that again. Love covers a multitude of offenses. You see, many a times it looks as if the grass is greener on the other side. What do I mean by that? It looks as if when you look at the other side, their marriage seems to be working more than your own. When you look at the other couple, they seem to be doing well. Olayinka, my daughter, good to have you here. Olayinka, you're welcome. If you are just joining us, still put where you are joining from. We've seen Tanzania, we've seen Kenya, we've seen Malaysia, we've seen China, we've seen Jordan. Different people, so let me know where you're joining from. It will help for me to know where you're joining from. I've seen Kenya, I've seen Ghana, I've seen everywhere. So when I know where you're coming from, because we are planning to take Loveclinic around, I will want to know when we come to your place. That from Plymouth, that's in the UK, from Dallas, Texas, thank you, from Lagos, Nigeria, God bless, Berlin, Germany, thank you, Abuja. I love Abuja, So, New York, thank you. As you join in, just let us know where you're joining from. Manchester, they say thank you. Kano, Philip the preacher from Kano. Phil the preacher, thank you. So, love covers it. What does it mean, love covers? When you see, there might be books and all things, book is here, but then I cover it. You won't see the book, what you will see is the cover. That is what love does to offenses. So when two people really love one another, it will look as if they don't have offenses. Because love overlooks things sometimes. You know, 1 Corinthians 13, from Edo State, you're welcome. 1 Corinthians 13 says something very powerful. It says that love does not keep a record of evil. So love covers a multitude of sins. So I'm trying to say to you, my dear listener, my friend, my sister, my brother, that number one, offense is common. Number two is that love covers a multitude of sins. So me and my wife, of course, by the grace of God, our marriage, London, England, thank you. Our marriage is an envy of several people. Some people said, oh, your marriage is our couple goal. Yeah. But don't assume that means we don't have offenses. If I tell you we don't offend one another, I'll be lying to you. Do you know even dead people offend people? You know, I may have seen somebody before say, I'll never forget my mother. The last time I saw her, she didn't tell me she was dying. I said, she didn't know she was dying. Virginia, US, God bless you. She didn't know she was dying. How can she tell you what she had no clue about? So I'm trying to say to you, number one, offenses are common. Number two, love covers a multitude of sin. If the grass looks greener in another relationship, it's because they wet it, they weed it, they work on it more. They wet, they weed, they work. If you think the grass is greener, it's because the work is greater. If you think the grass is greener, the work is greater. Because, listen to what I'm about to say, because even for relationships made in heaven, maintenance is on earth. Can I say that again? Even for relationships made in heaven, maintenance is on earth. Maintenance is on earth. So it does not matter when you see the relationship working, they're having fun, they're doing well. Please believe me, it's because love covers. That is why on Facebook right now, I'm doing a series. And what I'm doing in this series, oh my daughter, PC, bless you. What I'm doing in this series, in fact, next Sunday on Facebook by 3 p.m. Nigerian time, I want you to join me. I thought I'm teaching on how to love who to marry. Because this is what who you marry. I said there are two things that makes marriage work. Number one, marry who you love. Number two, love who you marry. Let me say that again. Number one, marry who you love. But if you're already married, then love who you marry. You see, and somebody said, I don't know that is possible. I thought you just fall in love and fall out of love. No, you can love who you marry. And I give 7 ways to love. It's going to be on Facebook on Oduwole on Sunday. So, foundation for conflict resolution in relationships. Number 1 is that the conflicts are common. Number 2 is the fact that love covers a multitude of sin. Number 3, it is better to resolve the conflict than to dissolve the relationship. Let me say that again. It is better to resolve the relationship than to resolve the conflict than to dissolve the relationship. You see, I've seen people that dissolve their relationship just because of conflict. But I think about it. There is no conflict that can, most of it can be resolved. I know there have been few cases that can be resolved, but most can be resolved. So why don't we resolve instead of dissolve? Why don't we resolve instead of dissolve? Every conflict is better for us to resolve than dissolve. Some people say, well, the reason why I filed for divorce, I don't want to see my children see us argue every time. The consequence of divorce on the children is worse than the argument every time. I'm not talking about abuse. I'm not talking about physical beating. I'm saying you argue. The consequence of that on the children is not as grievous as that of the divorce. So I'm trying to say to you, laying foundation for conflict, how to manage conflict in relationships, conflict resolution in relationships. Number 1, conflict is common. Number 2, it is love that covers a multitude of sins. And number 3, it is better for us to resolve the relationship than to dissolve it. I'm teaching conflict resolution relationships. If you're just joining us for the first time, you can type in where you are joining us from. We've seen people from clearly almost all the continent already. But if you're just joining us, just type in where you're joining us from. Let us know where you're joining us from. Okay, so right now I want to talk about 7 reasons. 7 major reasons why people have conflict. Do you want me to teach that? 7 major reasons. If you're enjoying what I'm saying, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're enjoying it. Let me know you're enjoying it. Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. Okay, oh, from Preston, UK. Thank you. From Preston, from Chicago. Adetokwe, good to have you here. Good to have you here. From Accra, Ghana. Okay, so I see you're enjoying what I'm sharing. I want to talk about 7 major reasons for conflict. 7. Number 1 major reason. Pastor Tunji Babajide is my pastor in Lagos. He had to cancel an online meeting because of this. I celebrate your son. God, we honor you. From Chicago, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. So, what are the reasons for conflict? Now, let me tell you a very funny story. When I started driving, like initially, I used to wonder, how can people have accidents? Driving was so easy. You take the steering, you turn it, you apply brake. I mean, how can people in life ever have accident? If this Malta, thank you all the way from Malta, thank you for joining us. How can cars have accident? I couldn't believe it. How can cars have accident? If this is driving, it's that is how I also felt when I got in love with TJ. I said, oh, Lagos, Nigeria, thank you. I said, if this is what love is like, how come people fight? How come people have issues? If this is what love is like, how come relationships have issues? It didn't take TJ and I up to some few months before we started having issues. So what are the major reasons for conflict in relationships? Number 1, different vision. Different vision. You see, vision is key. Vision is key because vision dictates direction. Let me say that again. Vision is key because vision dictates direction. Let me say this to you. In a place, where do we call this? They put Coventry. Good to have you here, Coventry. You're welcome. In a place in, Okay, so in a place in America, they put a billboard. The billboard was of almost nude lady. That's a billboard, almost nude lady. You know what they discovered? That several men had accident at that spot. Let me say that again. In a place in US, they put a billboard of almost a nude woman. Several men. Why? Because as they are driving, they see the billboard of a nude woman. They are looking at the billboard, and then the car, and it starts to move until they hit something. Why? Because, listen very carefully to this, because normally our vision dictates direction. So number one fundamental reason for conflict in any relationship, either business relationship, either marital relationship, number one is because of different vision. Let me explain this to you. Oh, my son, MC Johnny, good to have you here. Let me explain it to you. Different vision. The word thy vision is from the Latin word. Thy in Latin is true. Thy vision. So thy vision is Latin for true vision. So that vision means one is looking left, the other vision is right. One vision is up, the other vision is down. One vision is to itinerate, the other vision is to pastor. One vision is to do business, the other vision is a woman must stay at home. Once there is a true vision, is called thy vision. So if you are in relationship with somebody, your vision is not the same. You are already in thy vision. You're already having vision problem. Once there are two people in any kind of relationship and the vision is different, that is why it's like driving a car with two steering. There is bound to be an accident. That is why I say to people that are not married, don't start having sex. You see, the problem is that once sex enter, you can't think and discuss vital things. Vital things like, what is your vision? One of the first questions TJ asked me when I proposed to her is, where are you going? What is your vision? Where are you going in life? Because when vision is not clear, that vision we follow. Let me say this to you, my son Michael Aremu, God bless you, Pastor. Let me say this to you very quickly. You see, don't marry a man because he has television. Marry him because he has a vision. Don't marry a man because he has television. Marry him because he has a vision. Because if you marry a man because he has television, one day television will pack up. But if you marry a man, Tommy Singh, thank you, Bechi, good to have you here. If you marry a man because the man has a vision, one day the vision will get you on television and get television for you. Listen to this. My wife, when she married me, I didn't even have a television in my house. All I had was a television stand. How will you know I'm a man of vision, a man of faith? I had the television stand. It was only the television I was waiting for. But I told her, I said, TJ, if you marry me, I promise you, not only will I buy you television, I will put you on televisions. And that I have done by the grace of God. And not only have I put television everywhere around her, I've put her on television worldwide to speak to people. Vision is important. Don't leave a man of vision to go and marry a man of television. Because one day when that television is old, you will see the man of vision on it, and that will pain you seriously. So vision is key, but make sure your vision is the same. Make sure you have equal vision. Make sure you are looking at the same thing. It is very, very important. So, but when there is number one reason for conflict, I'm talking about conflict resolution in relationship. Number one reason for conflict in relationship is different vision. If you have a question, there is a question mark there. You can put your question there. When I'm done, if I have time, I'll be able to answer some of the questions. So if you have a question, there is a question mark somewhere around you on your screen. Put your question there. I'll check it before I'm done. So, different vision. Let me explain to you how it works. I told you that what division or division is from the word true vision, where two people. So look at this. So the man is looking left, the woman is looking right. The man is looking left, the woman is looking right. That is division already. With time, as they keep on going, you know what will happen? It will become divorce. That is the meaning of the word divorce. Pastor Benga, I say you, thank you for being here. That is the meaning of the word divorce. Divorce, just like division, die means two. Divorce means they went apart by force. I need to say this to you. There is no clean divorce. Not at all. Every divorce is a tearing apart. It's better for you not to marry than to marry and divorce. Because by the time you are divorced, there is a lot of baggage. A lot of baggage. Because it's divorce, it means you're separated by force. And that will happen when there is division, when there is two vision. So number one reason why there is conflict in relationship is different vision. I'm teaching today on managing conflicts or conflict resolution in relationships, and I've laid some background. I'm not talking about the reasons for conflict. Number one, different vision. Number two, finances. Oh my God. I need to come and teach very soon on what I title matrimony. You know matrimony? Not matrimony. Matrimony. The balance of romance and finance. Matrimony is the balance of romance and finance. How do we balance romance and finance? Money is key. I've seen marriages, couples, relationships dissolved over finances. You see, money is also key to life. That in the book of Ecclesiastes, the preacher said in chapter 11 that money answers. Oh, Apostle Jesse Abara, thank you for being here, sir. Thank you. Money. So number one is different vision. Number two is finances. You see, before people marry, they need to settle the issue of finances. Money is key. Money, where I come from, I'm a Yoruba man. I know people are watching me from Belgium, from China. I've seen people indicate they're watching from Malta. But where I come from, they said money is cocoa. What do they mean by that? Money is key. Money is key. Money answers all things. If two people don't have the same opinion where money is concerned, it is a red flag. It is a red flag. You see, it's not just about having money. No, it is actually about the ability to be able to manage and have the same principle where money is concerned. I'll give you an example. I was in Maryland, USA some time ago, and I met a man. I finished preaching. I preached on Saturday. Then Sunday, when I finished preaching, the man came to me and said, well, I need to talk to you. Me and my wife, we are having a problem, a major problem. I said, what is the problem? She said, my wife is a giver. She can give anything out. The problem is that she gives, she can give anything. She said, look, as I'm talking to you now, sir, if my wife meets you for the first time, she can give you money. She did not know you before. She meets you for the first time, she can give you money. I said, I understand what you're saying. The man said, you can't understand, sir. Oh, you can. I said, I understand. The man said, no, you can't. I said, I understand. I met your wife for the first time yesterday and she gave me $200. The man said, hey. Oh, is that not so funny? But hear me. I had to explain to him that sometimes you need to know that the blessing in your life might be a product of a given. He that giveth prosper. So do we agree where money is concerned? Do we both believe in tithing as a covenant obligation? Do we both believe in giving to our parents? Do we both believe in honoring our pastor financially? Do we both believe in saving? Do we both believe in investment? Do we both believe in depriving ourselves today so that we can have a greater life tomorrow? Finances is key. Do we both believe that it does not matter who has the money, it is our money? Do we both believe? Number two reason of conflict in relationship is finances. You see, you need to be on the same page where money is concerned. I remember when we built our first house in the city of Ibadan, Nigeria. And then one day we were building, we're not done then, spending millions. And my wife was not looking too happy. And I look at her, I said, but TJ, you're not looking too happy. She said, yes. I said, why? She said she's just thinking that we're building and I've not been able to give into the building like you have given. You are the one that is spending a lot of money. I'm just sad that I couldn't bring money out and put into it. I said, never say that again. I said, never say that again. I said, you have contributed to This build it in immeasurable terms. She said, how? I said, if you have been collecting money every weekend for party, if you have been insisting I take you to Paris today and to Shanghai tomorrow, I said, we won't even have money to build this house. We won't have money to build this house. We won't have. I said, you have contributed by not withdrawing. What am I saying? If both of you have a perfect understanding where relationship, where money is concerned, it saves you a lot of conflict. It does. TJ and I, for example, we don't spend money we don't have to impress people we don't like, to buy things we don't need. No. You don't like us, your business. So, finances. Number 3, communication. I'm talking about conflict resolution in relationships, and now we're talking about why is there conflict in relationship to start with. Number 1, different vision, which we discover means division, which means two vision that becomes divorce, which means two goes apart by force. So now I'm talking number 3, communication. Communication is key. It will shock you how important communication is in any relationship. It will shock you. You see, they asked a man, Edwin Lewis Cole of blessed memory. They said, Dr. Cole, what are the 3 most important things about relationship? Dr. Cole talked about it, and Dr. Cole said the 3 most important things about relationship. Number 1 is communication. Number 2 is communication. Number 3 is communication. The 3 most important things about relationship is communication, communication, communication. Communication, communication, communication. Communication is key. But let me explain communication to you. The word communication is from the Latin word also communis. That is where we got the word communication from. What does communis mean? Communis means to have in common. Communis means to have in common. Communication is difficult when you are talking to somebody that you have nothing in common. Difficult. You see, when I got born again, by that I'm a man of faith. I believe in Jesus Christ. When I took that decision, it starts about 30 years ago. Maybe some of you weren't born then. But when I took that decision, it's either my friends got saved or we couldn't flow again. Not deliberately. But because when they are talking about MJ Michael Jackson, I was talking about Pan and Percy Paul. I was talking about Bob Fett. You see, it's difficult to communicate with somebody when you don't have anything in common. That is why it works better for you to marry somebody that you have the same thing in common, somebody that you have the same mentors in common, somebody that you have the same vision in common, somebody that you have the same things in common. When you have things in common, it becomes easier. Your communication will flow. You see, TJ, my beautiful wife, when we started our relationship, she said one time, she just discovered all my communication is about Kenneth Copeland, my communication is about Bishop Oyedepo, Reverend George, Reverend Victor, and so she developed appetite for that. If your husband loves sport, develop love for sport. So when you have that sport in common, your communication will be easier. If your wife loves fashion, you see, even me now, not only have I tried to develop appetite for what my wife loves so that we can have things in common, I've also developed appetite for what my children love so that we can have things in common. I have 2 daughters. My first girl loves music. Oh my God. She's planning for 18th birthday. She had a worship concert. She's going to be 21 this June the 1st. She's planning a virtual concert. She wants to do it on Facebook and mix it loud. Why? That's her passion. And you know me, I can't even sing on key. But you know, I'm developing passion for that. If I sing now, you will think that the microphone is faulty or your phone is bad. It's just because I can't hold a tune. But I've had to discover passion. Oh, Yimika is here. Yimika, so God bless you. We're waiting for the launching of your album, A Single Again, when all this is over. So I have to learn from her, to learn about music. Why? So that we can have things to talk about in common. Then my second daughter love fashion. Oh, now she's going natural here. I'm not doing any palming or anything, so I need to learn about natural here. It's not easy to be a father. I need to learn about natural here so that when we talk about things in common. Listen to me, especially when you're a pastor. It's good to talk scriptures with your children, but it's not every day Genesis, every day Leviticus, every day Exodus. Man of God, cool down, kulu temper. Every day, thus shut the Lord, I perceive. Take it easy. Find out what they love so that you can be able to communicate, because now you have things in common. Find out what they love so that you can be able to communicate, because now you have things in common. Me and my son, we are always talking. We talk politics, we talk ministry, we talk football. I didn't like football. Can you imagine a man that does not like football? I did it. It's my son that's making me like football. The one that is even funny, I don't know where my son got that from. He loves wrestling. Wrestling? I didn't like wrestling because when I was growing up, my grandmother and Ijebu woman nearly almost always have an heart attack watching wrestling. She would say, who will separate them? If we kill him, they shouldn't do this. So I got tired of watching while she was around, that I lost interest totally. But you know what? My son loves wrestling. So sometimes I have to sit with him and say, Deborah, so who is that one? Is that task telling me how much that one is making, the build of that one, how powerful that one is, how that one can beat somebody? And I will jokingly say to him, I say, I can beat all these people. He will laugh. Daddy, don't commit suicide. No, you can't fight any of this. I say, look at my power. He will laugh. So you see, that is what I'm trying to talk about. You need to find things in common. That is how communication can flow. If you don't have things in common, conflict will arise due to lack of communication. You see, I travel a lot. My wife does not like to travel. I love to say that TJ put stability to my mobility. I am just mobile. I'm on the road. Around this time, 2018, exactly around this time, on Monday, we had mathematics with Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo and Mama Funke Adechuma. And immediately after the mathematics, on Monday, May 1, I remember, we woke up in Ibadan, May 1. We woke up in Lagos, May 2. We woke up in London, May 3. We woke up in Denver, May 4. May 5, Denver. May 6, I said, let's go to Baltimore, have a meeting there. My wife said, go. I'm not going with you. I'm not, your waka is too much. Your mobility is too much. I can't cope. So, you know, but I'm always moving. My wife does not like to move. So she's put stability to my mobility. Later on, I'm going to talk about that. She put stability to my mobility. And but notwithstanding, today now we have done video call. Today already, we have chatted. Communication is constant. This generation is not the generation of our fathers, that when they want to send messages by telegram, you know what telegram is? Telegram was so expensive in those days that if your father died, they will just say, Father, die. That's all they will send to you. But now, you can do Snapchat, you can video call, you can WhatsApp, you can do the new Telegram. What is your excuse for not communicating? I've seen my son's face today. I'm actually right now in Ontario, Canada. My family is in Ibadan, Nigeria. But today I've seen all my children's faces. I've seen Babara's face, I've seen Dabiara's face, I've seen Deborah's face, I've seen my wife's face. Yes, it is easy now with technology. TJ and I have agreed we will keep on communicating. In fact, the covenant we have with one another is that we never keep malice. TJ and I, I'm telling you, like I told you, conflict is common. We might have our own conflicts, but we never keep malice. We just never keep malice. It is our decision not to keep malice. So in my house, it's common for this scenario to happen. And I said, TJ, Oshemio, you have annoyed me. I'm very annoyed with you, but I'm hungry. And she said, even me, I'm annoyed with you. I'm just looking at you. What will you eat? I said, well, in as much as you don't even know what you have done, but if you know what you have done, you will know it's very bad. Can I have rice? Then she will say, you can. You that, if you know how annoyed I am with you, you won't be talking like that. But I'm not giving you rice. You have been eating rice every day this week. Then I say, well, even though I'm mad at you, but please give me rice first. Very, very interesting. Is anybody getting what I'm saying? This is awesome. So we have a covenant that no matter what, we keep on talking. We never keep malice. In my house, malice is a no-no. You see, when you stop talking to one another, the devil will start talking to you. I believe that was what happened to Adam and Eve in the garden. I guess they were keeping malice. So the devil came in and spoke. And you see, no matter how beautiful your garden is, there is always a devil in it. No matter how beautiful your garden is, there is always a serpent. Your house can't be as beautiful as the Garden of Eden, but yet serpent was there. It does not matter how beautiful your garden is, there is always a serpent somewhere. When you stop talking, one of you will start hearing the serpent. It's very, very important for you to keep on communicating, keep on talking. If you stop talking, there will be a problem. Once communication is out, then the conflict resolution becomes difficult. Number 4 reason why there is conflict. Today, I'm talking about conflict resolution in relationships generally. And we've discovered number 1 reason for conflict resolution is different vision. Number 2 is finances. Number 3 is communication. Number 4 is other people. It will shock you how a large percentage of marital or relationship conflict has nothing to do with the two parties involved. It is more of other people. It will shock you. It's very surprising. Other people. Sometimes it is in-laws, outlaws, even children. Let me tell you this. You will soon know the third parties. You will soon, so if you ever have children, if you have a child, or you have a child, please confirm what I'm about to say. If my own children, when they were little, even before they started talking, they will come to me and tap me. When I say yes, what? They will point to their mommy. Or they go to their mommy and tap her. When their mommy say what, they point to me. That is to say, they are saying, this one offend me, go and fight for me. Can you imagine? I said, look at these small things. So you can't talk yet. You already want to cause trouble between me and my wife. You don't know anything. You that I know that when all this is done, you will carry yourself and leave my house. It's me and this woman that will remain. Forget it, though. Me, I'm not fighting for you. Other people, third parties and a great percentage of conflict in relationships. It's so surprising, it's so sad that third parties can have such a stronghold. It might even be your children. TJ and I are the grade that we will never allow our children to come between us. We will never allow our children to come between us. Why? Because if you allow your children to come between you, one day, thank you, Lawal, thank you. One day you will just discover that these kids, I told Barbara one day, I said, I can't fight my wife for you. Because one day now you will come and say, Daddy, come and see this brother. We met somewhere and he likes me. And me too, I like him. And you will not leave me alone. And you have caused trouble between me and my wife. Umba. Never. I won't allow that. Third parties, it might even be your own children. Don't allow third parties to destroy your relationship. Don't allow it. Make sure you run from such things. You see, somebody asked me a question at a meeting and said, how do you solve in-law problems? I said there is nothing like in-law problems. And I believe that. There is nothing called in-law problems. Nothing at all. Yes, nothing. What you mean by in-law problem is the fact that there are men that are stupid and women that are foolish. Because even though that both of you are foolish, the man is meant to protect his house even come from in-laws, and the woman is meant to make sure that even our own parents. I was settling a quarrel between a couple, and the old fight is about he disrespect my parent, my mom, and she disrespect my mom. Blah, blah, blah. I told you two of them, you are not serious. By the time your mom dads are dead, your relation, you are still here. Don't allow people that will die before you die destroy your life after they have died. Don't allow that. People that will die before you die. Third party, other people. Don't allow them to destroy your relationship. Your relationship is too vital. Don't allow them. Tika and I, for example, we have an agreement. If I rebuke the kids in a way she does not like, or she rebuked the kids in a way I don't like, we don't say it in front of the kids. Some of you parents make that mistake. You are correcting your wife in front of the kids, or correcting your husband in front of the kids. What will eventually happen is that the kids will start to feel this one is the correct guy, this is a good cop, this one is the bad cop. We never do that. If I don't agree with the 20-year rebuke the children, I will wait until we get into the room before we talk about it. Pastor Craig, good to see you. I see you. We will wait until we get into the room where the kids can see us. Don't fight even over your children. Don't fight over your friends. Your friends. I don't know why some men could be like that. Your wife left her father and her mother, change her last name, join her destiny to your destiny, move to where you are living, put her destiny in your hand, and you are now fighting your spouse over a friend that has his own marriage and does not care. Oh my word, that's the most stupid thing a man can do. So hear me and hear me. Make up your mind that other parties, other folks, other people, third party will not come into your relationship and mess it up. It must be, even before you marry, those are decisions you need to make, to say to one another, we won't allow this. Our kids won't come between us. Our parents won't come between us. Our siblings won't come between us. Can I say this one to you, especially when you're a pastor? Make sure your church does not come between you. Your church. When Tika and I got married 22 years ago, after the honeymoon, our first service in church, we wanted many, we were just like, at that time, maybe about 20 people in our church then that were pastoring. So we came back to church and I said to the 20 people that were in church, I said, I want to introduce to you Mrs. Oduwole. Oh, they all scream. I said, wait, so let me explain. I want to introduce to you Mrs. Oduwole. They scream. I said, let me explain it again. I want to introduce to you Mrs. Oduwole. Then they were wondering, what is this man saying? So I told them, I said, what I'm trying to say to you is that this is not Mrs. Triumphant Assembly. This is Mrs. Oduwole. This woman is to compliment me, not compliment you. She's suitable, adaptable, and completes me, not you. So if there are things in her you don't like, I'm sorry, she is my wife, not your wife. Pastors need to draw the line. My pastor, one time, we were at the birthday of his wife. And he said something I've never forgotten. At the birthday of his wife, he said, hear me everybody, he was appreciating his wife. He said, interestingly, the reason why some people don't like her is the reason why I marry her. The reason why some people don't like her is the reason why I marry her. So, I mean, that means automatically she either please him or please the people. And if you please the other people, what does she gain from that? So I'm trying to say to you, please, 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 and please don't let other folks come in between you. Number 5, reason for conflict. What the Americans call irreconcilable differences. Somebody should type it there for me. Irreconcilable differences. Irreconcilable. I don't agree with that though. I don't believe there is any conflict that cannot be reconciled. I don't agree in, but that's what they call irreconcilable differences. Hear me and hear me well. There are no differences that we can reconcile, and I'll explain that. I'm not saying we will become the same thing. I'm saying we can reconcile the differences. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. Look at this. My wife and I, if you know us, we're very different. In fact, so different is amazing. When we got engaged, my wife would say one word. My wife was so quiet. Kai! My wife, she was so quiet. She wouldn't say nothing. But me, then I was very garrulous, always talking. And we now got together. Differences. It is the mind of God for people with differences to come together. It's actually the mind of God. A good marriage is a marriage where whatever the man holds does not leave his hands. If he holds this, it won't go from his hands. And a woman that she is ready to give everything away. A good marriage is between a man that says, if the light is on, I can't sleep. And a woman that says, if the light is off, I can't sleep. That's a good marriage. Opposites attract. That is not only in magnetism, that is also in life. It's been a good day today. I need to round up now. And we continue same time next week because I want to answer some questions. So today we've been talking about conflict resolution in relationship. Number one, I told us that conflict is common. Number two, that love covers a lot of conflict. And number three, that it's better for you to resolve the conflict rather than you to dissolve the conflict. Then we started talking about reasons for conflict, 7 reasons. I have to stop at number 5. I'll continue next week, Friday, 8 p.m. as usual, Nigerian time. Different vision is number 1. Number 2 is finances. Number 3, communication. Number 4, other folks or third party. Number 5, irreconcilable differences. I'll pick it up from here next week, but let me answer some questions. One question says, when your spouse always wants a wish and wants to tell you how to talk to her, what do you do? Beautiful. When there is a problem like that, you need a mentor. You need somebody both of you respect to talk to you. Why? Because I can say this cup is half empty. My wife can say this cup is half full. Both of us are actually saying the same thing. Misunderstanding means mistake in understanding. Both of us are saying the same thing, but we're saying it differently. It's half full, John. It's half empty. It's half full. It's half empty. I need somebody to come and say, just drink the thing. Doesn't matter if it's half full or half empty. Both of you are saying the same thing. So when it comes to a situation like that, both of you need a mentor that you can talk to. Somebody that can look at the two of you and explain it to you. Okay, so what do you do when you already have differences in vision, irreconcilable differences? I'll be talking about that as we go on. I promise you, it's one of my topics. When your spouse, so I've answered that. So what do you do when you handle a relationship with different visions? I promise you, it's on my note. I'm going to get there as we go on. Why do we fight on who is right and wrong, trying to correct each other? Beautiful. Hear me and hear me right. Me and TJ, it took us years to get to this point. That actually for us to make conflict resolution, it does not matter who is right. It matters what is right. I need to say that again. I need somebody to type it down now. Let other people see. It does not matter who is right. It matters what is right. If you don't get that, that will always be a problem. It does not matter who is right. It matters what is right. We are not trying to be right. So I'm not trying to say, TJ, I'm the right one. I know what I'm saying. She's not trying to say she's right. We are trying to say what is right. So it's not about who is right or who is not right. It's about what is right. What is right is the key thing. What is right is the ultimate. We need to define that. If you don't define that, we will keep on fighting. So don't forget about who is right. Think about what is right. What do you do when your husband has no one the answer to? That's a major one. No, you have to pray for him. Not only must you pray for him, you have to consciously draw his attention to somebody he can respect, because it's a major one. I'll talk about that maybe next week or the week after. Okay, so this person said, my husband shouts at me anytime he's trying to correct me. Please, when somebody does that, one of the things you need to do, Okay, can this series be downloaded on YouTube? I'll try. I don't even know how to do that, but I'll try to see how we can download it on YouTube. I try. If somebody knows how to do that, you can tell me how to download it on YouTube. I'm in Canada, Toronto. All my media crew is not here, so I'm learning to be a media guru and a media tech all by myself here in Toronto. Okay, so if your spouse, sometimes it's the husband, sometimes it's the wife, that shout at one another when they are trying to talk. Many a times, like I said, it's nature, it's nurture. They've been like that forever, maybe. There are a few things you can do. Number one, correct them not when they're shouting. Correct them when things are good. Let me say this to you. Everybody is responsive more when things are good. Maybe you just had sex if you're married. If you're not married, maybe you're coming from a very beautiful, exciting service, or you are coming from McDonald's or Tantalizers. Then you said, there's something I want to tell you, but promise me you won't shout at me. It's okay, I promise you. Because he's in a good mood, or she's in a good mood. You say, my number one turn up with you is the way you shout when we have trouble. When you say that at a time when things are good between you, it is easier for the other party to bear. So that's why I think but you need to be patient, because it might not invariably, it will take time because of nature and nurture. How do you reconcile a couple when the spouse wishes the other person evil and is mean and wants to get back? That's a very terrible one. Number one, pray. Number two, get a mentor, because it will take God. When somebody is vindictive, it takes God for that kind of a person to not to eventually be abusive. If he's vindictive, it takes time for such a person not to be eventually abusive. Beautiful. Somebody said, and this is the last one I'm going to answer, then we're going to I'm going to pray, then we're going to round up for today. Okay. Hello? Okay, so let me say this. Somebody said, I'm Yoruba, my wife is Igbo. We always argue based on that point. Hear me and hear me right, everybody. Yeah, this is very important. Somebody asked me a question. Reverend, I want to ask you a question. Can a Yoruba Christian marry an Igbo Christian? I said no. A Yoruba Christian must not marry an Igbo Christian. No. In fact, an Hausa Christian must not marry an Igbo Christian. A white Christian must not marry a black Christian. An American Christian must not marry an England Christian. Yes. No, I don't want anybody that is Caucasian to marry a black Christian. I don't want an American Christian to marry a British Christian. But my problem is, why are you an Igbo Christian? Why are you an Hausa Christian? Why are you an Ijebu Christian? Why are you a British Christian? Why are you an American Christian? Let Christian marry Christian. So between you and your wife, you need to sit down and say, upon what will our marriage be based? Let our marriage be based on this. That is why it's good for two Christians to marry. If you're of the same faith, then you can sit down with the same word, and on that word is what you base your relationship. My wife and I, when we have a disagreement, we will end up with what does the word say. Once we can know what the word says, it makes it better, and that is good. I have to stop now because we're almost done. Some of the things I've been teaching and more are in my books, Mathematics. You can get them on Amazon, or you can go to my web address, albertoduwole.com. This one, if you finish now, go to my posting on Instagram. I talk about how to get mathematics. I talked about to get I still do. I talk about I love my spouse board, so you can buy them and it's going to be a blessing to you. This is mathematics. This is the reason why some people call me a mathematician. Not mathematics, but mathematics. Mathematics means the almighty formula for marrying right. So tell all your friends about this. Tell all your friends to watch out next week. I'm going to continue on conflict resolution in relationships. It's going to be loud. It's going to be powerful. I need you to be there. And I want you to join me Facebook 3 p.m. on Sunday. I'm teaching on Facebook how to love who you marry. What happens if I marry somebody and it looks as if the love is out of the window, or I don't feel I love the person any longer? What do I do? Go there and check it. I pray that as you sleep tonight, God's hand will be upon you. If you're not married, God will bring you the man of your dreams. If you are married, I rebuke the devil concerning your relationship. I prophesy peace all around you. So will it be in Jesus' name. Amen. I want you to know I love you so much. I say that every time because it is true. I really love you. When this is over, you can still watch it 24 hours after. So get all your friends and all your relatives to watch it with you. Tell them this is too hot to handle. Let them watch this. Let your spouse, your husband, your wife watch this with you. It will change their life. If you have parents, tag them. If you have children, tag them. If you have a friend, tag your friend right now. Send it everywhere. 24 hours after, it's still going to be on my profile page. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you enjoy it. Make sure you love it. I love you, and I want you to know that your best days are not behind you. Your best days are still ahead of you. I see greater things. I'm persuaded of greater things concerning you. I'm so sure that your future is greater than your past. The plan and purpose of God for you will come to pass. I believe that. I love you so much. God bless you. So 24 hours after, you can still see this, and 24 hours after, it will be on the YouTube channel. So make sure you tell your friends to come back and watch. Make sure you tag them. I love you. I need to go now. Bye.